relationships be a battle, bro. Relationships, bro. There's a war.
Literally fighting for your life.
Like you're literally fighting for your life. Now, if they're, you know what I'm saying, they're like your actual partner, they're your fighting partner, they gonna, you know what I'm saying, rock with you, then it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's worth it. But if it's like, you know, that little situationship that lasts 3 months and then toxic, man. And then like why am I going to therapy for a girl that, you know, I didn't even tell I love you? Like there's so like
we just started. What am I doing here?
Like,
yo, Don, the mic on?
Yeah, we straight.
All right, bet.
Yo, what is up, YouTube, man? It's your boy Don Polo, man.
And it's your boy Nate, and welcome to the first episode of Ministry Mondays, man.
Before we get into it, let's be serious. Absolutely, man. Today, you know what I'm saying, we really about to introduce you all to our Ministry Mondays. Really just wanted to kind of fellowship everyone and really bring God with us into this journey of the podcast, because, you know, none of this would have been possible if it wasn't for God. You know what I'm saying? And I think, especially in this world we're in right now, there's too much wickedness, too much darkness, and I really think it's imperative that we all kind of just have our perspective as true Christians and God-fearing, you know what I'm saying, individuals, but also being able to tell them about our journey, to not lie, to not be transparent as we can, to be as vulnerable as we can, because, you know, this journey isn't easy, you get what I'm saying?
Never easy, bro.
Life isn't easy, but one thing about it is we're authentic and we're keeping it real, you know what I'm saying? But today, man, on our first episode of Ministry Mondays, we got a really special guest, you get what I'm saying? Someone, you feel me, who I view as like a, you know what I'm saying, a sister in Christ, a God sister, you know, got close over the years, you get what I'm saying? You know, show y'all love, you know what I'm saying, to Miss Christy. Yeah, so how you doing today?
How you doing?
I am good. Thank you for having me on your first Ministry Mondays.
No problem.
Hey, man, we excited to have you,
man, look, for today's really going to be an exciting podcast. You get what I'm saying? Because look, this girl, bro, you feel me? She really was trying to get on this podcast. We got her on it. She was
I got on the first episode too.
You know what I'm saying? About luck.
God moves.
Not for real. But really, you know, I think, like, especially a lot of things happen behind the scenes, you know, like, the devil really tries to, like, you know, try to veer us off of a lot of things that we try to get done. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And especially as we're adults, you know what I'm saying, really growing, you know what I'm saying, trying to start our own lives, start our own careers, families, et cetera, you know, it's very, you know, important to have that group with you. You get what I'm saying? Those friends, those relationships. You get what I'm saying? But the most important relationship is God. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like, we get caught up though. You get what I'm saying? Like
all the time. Hey, we still young.
For sure. Like, especially me, like, you know, I said, look, we all know, like, you feel me, like, my past, you know what I'm saying? But though. But like, I think that just shows, like, it doesn't matter where you start from. It's about, you know what I'm saying, where you're at right now and where you're going.
How you finish.
Absolutely. And you know what I'm saying, to the left of us, you know, we have, you know, Miss Christiane, you know, who's taken, you get what I'm saying? So, like, tell me, like, how did you know what I'm saying, meet your boyfriend? And for those who don't know, you know, it's in the church.
Oh, that's special. Okay.
Right. So like
in the church, like, in the house of God.
Right.
Can't go wrong with that. Talk to me.
Yeah, we met at church and we were friends for a couple of months before he asked me out. Like, we went to church together. We were in the young adult ministry together. We were in the same church group. Right. So we have a lot of the same, like, friends. So we had a lot of exposure to each other, and we got to know each other first as as friends, and building that friendship before we even moved it to anything.
Yeah. Was it really hard for you to kind of I guess try to accept, like, I guess a man coming at you? Because, like, it's a lot of, like, I feel like it's different for women, like, you know what I'm saying, a guy liking them and stuff like that. For us, we're the ones who really, you know, hey, I see a girl, I like her, I'm gonna go get her. Right. But it's for y'all are the receivers of that end. So, like I guess, especially with like your past life and things like that, like, how, like, what was your mindset? Like, I guess a guy trying to come at, like, you know, like, what does that look like for y'all?
I was not feeling it. I was not feeling it.
Right.
I was like praying to God. I was telling him, I was like, I'm enjoying being single right now, and the lack of stress that comes from being in a relationship.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Literally, I was like, God, I'm enjoying this lack of stress, and I like this season I'm in. I don't really want to change that.
Right.
And, you know, with a new relationship, there's so many possibilities. Like, I don't know, only God knows.
Right.
So I really had to trust him with this, and, you know, I'm happy. I'm very happy. I said yes.
No, yeah.
It's the correct decision.
Right.
Shout out to my man.
That's real. That's real.
Yeah. Because like I feel like you was in that stage where you were just praying to God, like, is he the one God? Like, I know he like. Oh, you wasn't.
No, actually, I don't think there's a one.
Okay, I respect that.
I don't think there's a one because, like, I believe in. Like, God is sovereign over everything.
Okay.
And humans, he gave us free will. So we're not always going to follow his plan. So if he has one person set out for you, right? What if that person isn't Christian? Like, God isn't going to be out here pairing me with, like, someone who's selling drugs. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
But sometimes, though, like that, God will do that. You feel me?
You know what's crazy? I was just about to say that. This is the amazing thing that God does. Let me tell you this right now. God will send a saved in order to help somebody that needs to be saved.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because God works in ways where it's like, okay, let me send, Christiane Danielle to go help, someone that is a good friend, but is not doing the good habits.
1,000%.
You feel me? So it's like it's really crazy when you think about it, bro. Because it's like you really can change somebody's life.
No, literally,
you can really help somebody grow like that.
God uses people. So that's why I was saying, like, it's kind of interesting because, like, especially we all have an idea, the list. You get what I'm saying? We all have like the list, as in, like, my man has to be this, my man has to be this, etc., etc. You're lying.
I have thoughts.
She's lying.
I have thoughts. Is your list what it?
No, I'm saying like,
what's your list, bro? I mean, I don't know if I have a list though. Whatever God sends me, I'll change. You know what I'm saying? I'll do my best.
For real, is it like?
I mean, okay, I'll say like this.
She gotta have brown hair.
Nah.
Like
3C hair.
Nah, stop it. I see what you did there. All right. Hey, look, I'm in the hot seat. Nah. But no, honestly, I would say for a while, like, I was the type of person, like, my type wasn't a specific type, like a physical thing. It was more of like a personality thing. But I realized sometimes you can be attracted to what's not good for you. So ideally,
most definitely.
Right. So ideally, my type was someone who specifically was like reserved because I'm quite loud. You get what I'm saying? But I wanted someone who, you know what? Someone who's quiet, but when you get to know them, they actually have a lot to say. But sometimes that's really hard, especially because we're young, trying to get that from a girl because even for any man or woman, like, we're not mature enough to kind of, understand why we think, you get what I'm saying? What we're trying to think, et cetera, et cetera. So it's kind of like, I was looking for something that I wasn't going to get from a girl who's 17 years old. You get what I'm saying? 18 years old. You know what I'm saying? So that's something I realized, like, my season where I'm in right now, I'm supposed to be single. You get what I'm saying? Now, of course, God can bless me with someone, you know what I'm saying, at any point, you know what I'm saying? Shout out God when I do have it, you feel me? But for me now, my type is, I think it's really just a companion partner, but not like a best friend. You get what I'm saying? So it's like someone who's there for me before we even, like you said, like, it took you months to really get to know your boyfriend and things like that. So someone who can like me for me, and then the idea of, I actually want to grow with you as like a partner and build a family with.
So your season right now is trying to like help yourself in order to get to a relationship. Like, you don't feel like as if you're ready for that right now in this season?
I would say I feel like sometimes none of us know we're ready for it until it gets there.
True. Okay.
So I think specifically with a relationship, it's something that my mind is not set on, but I know because I'm a man and anything is possible. It's most definitely going to happen at some point. Now, I try my best not to think about that point because the more you think about something, the more you get distracted, and that's when you start worrying about this and that, and then you start looking for something you don't actually want. So that's why I try my best to really avoid putting myself in a situation where I'm either I'm going to sin or I'm going to cause myself to stay away from God. So that's why truly in my season of celibacy, which I am in right now, I don't even like care about this quote unquote lonesome season, because literally I don't look at it as lonesome or being alone. It's my singleness season, and that's something I learned because when you're alone, you get to learn the most about yourself.
That is very true, bro.
So that's right. So that's why it's so important for me to say, you know what, I want to be the best person for my girlfriend. You get it for my wife. So right now, I'm about to do everything I can. I'm about to get in the gym. I'm about to be self-care.
Like
I'm about to
healing
do everything to the point. To the point when she meets me, she was like, "Where were you at this whole entire time?" You feel me?
Okay. She look a little tired.
Right. She's about to say something.
Right. Talk to me.
So, who called it a lonesome season?
I mean, I think certain things like social media kind of have.
And I think it's the church too. Like the church and the world has a lot. Like we've put marriage and being in a relationship in such a priority. We put it on a pedestal and we put singleness like down here when that's not how God created it to be. Married people and single people are both important to the church. Your singleness is not a curse from God. It is a gift from God. And when we don't see it as that, we're putting marriage on a pedestal and then we're making marriage an idol. So when you're in your season of singleness,
hold on, let me get comfortable real quick. You kind of spinning, bro. My bad. Go ahead.
It's okay. I knew I was gonna spin 5 minutes. It's okay.
Damn. Okay.
What was I talking about?
The pedestal, the marriage and single.
Oh yes. So yeah, you make marriage this idol, and even in your season of singleness, you can be thinking about marriage, and you can be so obsessed in the person that God is sending to me, the person this, what do I need to do, this, and I was kind of in that space too, where I was like I'm praying for a partner, but I'm not really focusing on what God has for me because of the hyperfixation on wanting a partner.
For sure. I feel like I understand what you're saying, because we're so focused on what's around us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're not focused on, okay, God made me single because he's working on me right now. For sure. You know what I mean? So it's like, I see a married couple. Oh my gosh, they look so beautiful. I need one now. Like, like don't get focused on, you see a relationship. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead.
The thing about it is that's envious.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? That's envious. It's not a malicious envious or envy, but you're being envious because you're like, dang, bro, I want that. But you don't want it because that's something that you just desire, or you feel like you can, equip that, you would like to have that. You're looking at that because, dang, they got that, I want that. You get what I'm saying?
But I think it's also good to remember that God did put that desire in us for us to have a partner. Like Adam.
Absolutely.
But like in 2 Samuel, I know what's in that book, but
you good.
David is talking to God, and he's like, God, I want to build your house. And God acknowledges that desires and tells him that desire is good. However, he doesn't want David to be the one to build him the house. God acknowledges the desire. It's coming from a good place, but it just may not be the time. Ever.
No, absolutely. And that's the thing though. And we was talking about that last podcast. It's that sometimes our purpose are not aligned with our passions. You get what I'm saying? So to the point where, like, you said, like, you want to build a house, but sometimes the house is where you're going to live in, but you're not actually going to build it. You get what I'm saying? Or to the point you're going to build it, but you're not going to live in that house. So you pray to God, I want to build this house. Yeah, you're going to build it, but you're not going to live it. So that's kind of how it is with relationships sometimes, because if it feels like, I really know what I want, God, I kind of get it now. I've been getting close to you. I know what it is that I want. I know what it is I can offer. But then you're just sitting there like, God's like, all right, cool. That's what's up. Then you're like, all right, come help me out. You know what I'm saying? God, help me out. You're like, no. You feel me? Or to the point, it's not even God doesn't say no. He just stays silent. So it's like, okay, that means it's not time.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And sometimes when we don't get that answer, we'll pray to God for an answer. And instead of waiting for the answer, when that silence hits, we say, you know what? Let's figure out our own answer.
Right.
You feel me? And that's all about being patient, to the point where people rush themselves in relationships. They get girls pregnant on accident. You know what I'm saying? They dealing with someone who they never actually loved for years and months and et cetera, and they're like, why did I even get myself into this? That's why it's so important to literally, like you said, that singleness season is to be okay with being alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a great thing being single, and not just about, you feel me, quote unquote, having fun, but it's like, it's like you get to do a lot of things that when you're in a relationship you won't have the time to do. Not that you don't want to do it, but you can upset, like, bro, God knows, like, look, I get my girl, bro, we finna be out. You feel me? We gonna be on a movie, to the point where, dang, bro, I can't hang out with the homies. You feel me? I'm like, babe. I'm like, okay, guys, sorry. But like, and it's not even, that's growing. You get what I'm saying? It's different mindsets, and your mindset changes when you're in a relationship. But we try to tell ourselves, nah, bro, I ain't gonna switch up when I get my girlfriend. Nah, I'm gonna be this. You better be a simp. If y'all who watching, you better be a simp.
And you should be a simp.
I don't know about that though.
You should be a simp.
Look. I'm gonna tell y'all something right now.
Stay strong,
fellas. I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Because this is how I used to be. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, in my past relationships, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, sometimes I would just date to date. I didn't like really,
just boredom.
Right. You know, and what I mean by that, and listen, hear me out. What I mean by that is, like, shoot, if you look good, come on. Like, I was with it.
Nah, facts.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But then I thought about it. I'm looking back at it now. I'm like, freak is wrong.
Right. Or even, and I'm gonna just put the picture, not the blame, but the pictures on women, for the point, because I was doing the same thing, to the point where women, everyone seeks attention. You get what I'm saying? But I think it's more common for women to seek attention than men. You get what I'm saying? So I feel So I feel like when it comes to that time, right? Girls know that, respectfully, not in a weird way, but they're the ones being hunted. You get what I'm saying? They're the ones who guys are coming to them.
Right.
So you can be an ugly guy, But if you're lonely, you're like, dang, this might all I get. As in, like, bro, if you're seeking attention, right, and you know guys are coming your way, you get what I'm saying, and a lot of girls can be timid when it comes to actually trying to get with a guy. So you're not gonna go try to find the guy that you want. You're just gonna wait for the guy who wants you, right? You know what I'm saying? So, but if no good guy wants you, and you got to deal with, you know what I'm saying, Stanley the 5, you feel me? You're gonna be like, I'm not gonna date him, but I'll keep him in my phone or something like that.
I'll keep him in the phone.
Right. Yeah. Literally. But guess what? Those 5s be the one who be ruining y'all. You feel me? Or these, even if it's an 8, it's the guys, because you're not used to, like, you're so used to being alone. When somebody comes around, you think it's good attention. You get what I'm saying? And that was me, to the point where I'm like, yo, these girls are interested in me.
But you gotta know your value, bro.
Right. Yeah. To the point. Know exactly. Your worth. I'm not even interested in these girls. These girls don't actually want me for the man that I am. They want me for other things. You know what I'm saying? Right. They like, oh, how I look, et cetera, et cetera. But that's the whole problem. It's like, we just get so complacent with the idea of, you know what? Why not? You feel me? Why not? Yeah. Why not? You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like, that's all you can do, is just focus on yourself and focus on God. What is this?
Women do make it very hard for us, though. No, come on.
It's about self-control. No.
Come on now.
What are the fruits of the spirit? Self-control.
Right.
If you cannot control yourself, thank you. If you can't control yourself against women, that's not a problem. That's something God needs to identify in you, and you need to work on. So what's your biblical viewpoint on boy best friends?
Ooh. You know, the Bible says. I mean, like, I really can't specifically back anything up biblically, but I think, like, theoretically speaking, I think, like, God uses people for your life. You get what I'm saying? He uses different people for certain things. Seasonal people, you know what I'm saying, during your life for a season. And reasonable people during your life for a reason, which can be, you know, during a season. I think with a boy best friend, it's like this. How old is your mom?
42.
How old is your mom? 50? All right. Does she have a boy best friend?
Nah.
Yeah. Nah.
Exactly. So, man and woman, husband and wife. I don't see no boy best friend. I don't see no boy best friend. Okay. You feel me? Because guess what? Your wife, your husband's supposed to be your boy best friend. Your wife's supposed to be your girl best friend. You get what I'm saying? So there's no reason to have an extra person outside of that marriage. Y'all one. We don't need 1 1/4, 1 1/2. So realistically speaking, if I have a girlfriend and she had a boy best friend prior to me, that's cool. If he's a solid guy, I like him, cool. He knows his boundaries, everything's cool. But guess what? Over time, naturally, he's going to get a girl. He's going to be focused on his girl. And she's already my girl. I'm going to be focused on her. So realistically speaking, any girl, when she gets into a relationship, she's going to be, her number one focus is going to be her boyfriend, not her boy best friend.
Most definitely.
And if it is the boy best friend, that's a problem.
That's a big problem.
You get what I'm saying?
Very big problem.
Even if I was the boy best friend and I had a girl best friend, if she got a boyfriend, I know I'm going to be number 2.
Yeah.
As I should be. You feel me? And that's the whole reason. It's like, understand your priorities. You get what I'm saying? Hey, all love to your boy best friend, but loyalty has an expiration date. So if I know to the point, yo, like, you feel me? Like, if
your reaction.
Like, I'm sorry.
But no, man, Tom, like, to the point, if I know, like, okay, cool, I got a girl best friend, I got a girlfriend though. Hey, look, I love you. You my rock. You my dog. You my girl best friend.
Yeah.
But it's my love.
Yeah.
It's my one.
Yeah.
You know, this is my team. You get what I'm saying? Right. This is someone I'm trying to build with. This is someone you helped me build me up. But this someone I'm trying to build with. You feel me? So it's like, hey, pass me the baton. Stiff arm.
So then,
on to the next.
To build off that statement that you just said, that she's building you, but you want to build something with someone else. Does it get into a dangerous area of someone getting feelings for another person and that not being the same said for the other person?
But that's another reason why you shouldn't be having, because look, I'm telling you right now, I've been that person. I've been the boy best friend. You get what I'm saying?
You had feelings for the girl best friend?
Whoa, either the girl or the guy.
Most def. I remember.
I tell you right now. Look. I'll tell you right now. Even if you do not have feelings for that person, you are a man, she is a woman. She's attractive, you're going to be attracted to her. Even if she's not attractive because you've known her for so long and you love her, you're going to have some type of attraction towards her.
Right.
And just all some regular, like, real life stuff. Any girl who has a boy best friend right now watching this video, if you're alone and you hit up your boy best friend saying, can you come over? He's going to drop everything in his possibility to get over to that house as soon as he can.
Yeah, you won't hear a boy best friend saying, where your boyfriend at?
what happened to Jerome? He probably saying like, what happened to Jerome? You don't want me no more, right?
Not in Christian relationships.
But guess what? We all sin. You feel me?
We all sin.
So but you're right. But what I'm saying to the point is like this. But we all get vulnerable. We all get lost. So yes. So to the point.
No, yes. I definitely agree.
I agree with what you're saying to the point. But what I'm saying is like this. Let's say if you, God forbid, you and your boyfriend got in a little argument, you're like, man, whatever. You're trying to get away from her, right? Right? The devil will give you a perspective. Say, go hit up your boy best friend. You're not trying to do anything. You feel me? But your boy best friend's accessible.
It's like what you said last time, bro. Like the devil will try and like manipulate you.
He will manipulate you.
You know what I'm saying? To do things that you shouldn't be doing.
Right.
Like in your head, you know, I don't want to do anything. I'm even though my boyfriend's, I'm angry with him. I don't want to cheat on him.
Right.
But the devil would get you into at least the environment to cheat on him. You feel me?
He won't open a door, but he will hint you into doing something.
1,000%. So even to start up, that's why you shouldn't even have a boy best friend. Because you're giving yourself opportunity to do something wrong.
I agree.
You get what I'm saying? So my girl's like, hey, Shakisha gotta go. Yeah, she been gone. She been gone. Like, hey, I'm with you, babe. I'm with you. I'm with you. You feel me? Because like realistically speaking, I don't want no one else. Even to my point, even if it's like if it's my homies, love my dog. They was here. They're my brothers. But if they're doing something that's disrespectful to the point where it's making you view me a certain way, like if they're living a certain life that's making you look at me differently, I know respectfully, hey, bro, I gotta either stay away from y'all, or you get what I'm saying? It's like it's gonna be a complete battle. Come and say, whoa, they're my boy. No. And people say, you being a son, that's being a man. It's being a man. Because if you gonna let your boys that you know what I'm saying, called you to lose your wife, you're a freaking idiot. And you're a fool. Just like I said in the Bible. So I'm not gonna let, you know what I'm saying, this is my rock, this is my dog. I know, like, this is who I'm about to build with, this is who I'm gonna win with, this is who I'm gonna fight, cry, bleed with. Hey, big dog. Hey, I ain't going to the club, big homie. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that. I'm not gonna allow myself, you get what I'm saying, to lose my queen. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's chess. Queen. You feel me? Man, it's on. Like, I'm not. You feel me? Like, you feel me? Like you're funny. Like,
he said queen.
You know, but like, you know what I'm saying?
You spit it.
Yeah. So, but it's like, that's why I think it's even to the importance of winning that single season to not even be distracted by your friends.
Yeah, I feel like that really, like, all those, you know, battles and, you know, little trials and tribulations y'all have in that little sequence of talking, whatever it could be. I feel like, I mean, that's only making y'all stronger. You know what I mean? That's making y'all stronger throughout the relationship. Y'all can talk through it, you know, whatever the case may be. But I don't know, like, and that just goes back to like past relationships too. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if I didn't go through that, I wouldn't be the person I am today. You know what I'm saying? Like, as in like relationships with like how all that ended out and how you know things went with that. Like, I don't know, it was just toxic and just like I would not do that again.
Yeah, 1,000%. And I think even to the point our parents even got a lot to say with our relationships. You get what I'm saying? Because you know they care about us to the point. Like, I think parents have a different perspective on who we are because they watched us grow up. You get what I'm saying? But they don't. They see like the. Oh snap! Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Do your parents know about your boyfriend? Gotcha. Hold on. Wait a second. Wait. So like.
Okay. So to the topic of parents knowing about the relationship, I think parents knowing relationships is super important because
very important.
Dating is a very interesting concept, and I even think like. Do you ever think what God thinks about dating? Like, because there's no dating. It's you're either friends in the Bible or you're married. There's no in between.
Right.
Hold up.
So essentially back then, like during biblical times, they had arranged marriages and it was the parents who set them up because the parents know exactly what qualities will make their children last together. And what was the divorce rate back then?
Like none.
Exactly. Right. I mean, women didn't have rights, but
come on now.
I had to.
But no, but it's actually funny because like me and her actually had before she was in a relationship. Me and her had that conversation. I said, "Do you think your parents could choose the perfect partner or a great partner for you?" You get what I'm saying?
What did I say?
You was like, "Absolutely not." Because no. But here's the thing.
I feel like
my parents are African.
Yeah, that's also. I was about to say that.
Thank
I was
you.
about to say like you probably got African parents.
They're a lawyer.
That's the thing, bro. It's like foreign parents. They always feel like they just can control you sometimes, bro. And I can understand that because I'm from the Caribbean, but we got a little bit of that, but not a lot. But I feel like y'all really go through it a lot more.
Going through it. But my parents will know. I'm gonna tell them soon.
So, but to even tie it into that, I have a question. How has your parents being together affected your view on love in a relationship?
Ooh.
Affected. Okay.
Okay. So I feel like my parents have a really healthy relationship. Like growing up, we didn't really see them like fighting or arguing, and they got along very well. However, they weren't very romantic with each other, affectionate with each other.
That's common.
So now when homeboy over here is trying to do something, I'm like,
no.
I'm like, back away. Or even with like PDA.
Oh, really?
For like the first week, I would not let him hold my hand.
Wow.
In person, like with people around.
Right. So is that an uncomfort because of your parents, or like you're growing up, your environment, or is that just more of like a because I feel like a lot of people can't get past their old relationships. You get what I'm saying? Oh, so you.
Yeah.
So it's like it was just an environment thing for you.
It's definitely the parents, and definitely it's not no old relationship nonsense. What?
Hey, hashtag trauma.
On that? Can you expand on that?
I mean, no, but like even like for sure, like bro, because if you've been like I feel like bro. Relationships be a battle, bro. Relationships, bro. There was a war.
Literally fighting for your life.
Like you're literally fighting for your life.
Yeah.
Now, if they're, you know what I'm saying, they're like your actual partner, they're your fighting partner, they gonna, you know what I'm saying, rock with you, then it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's worth it. But if it's like, you know, that little situationship that lasts 3 months and then toxic and then why am I going to therapy for a girl that, you know, I didn't even tell I love you? Like there's so like
bro, we just started. What am I doing here?
Like, bro, she don't even know my last name. Like, there'd be so much commitment. There'd be so much like turmoil, so much things. And literally, I like that. Like, literally, I think it's because you are both lying to each other, but y'all don't want to tell y'all are both being honest about y'all feelings, but you're not both being honest about how y'all feel, which I think is a difference because it's like y'all like each other, but y'all don't want to be with each other.
Right.
You feel me? So it's like you're like. I don't really know what to do. And to the point, those 3 months having those 4 months, and they're going to get to a point of eventually one of them are going to want to get serious, or they're going to have enough.
Yeah. And
then the other person's either they don't agree with them, which usually they never do. But you mean you're done. You get what I'm saying? Someone gets hurt. You feel me? Someone has to deal with it. Someone has to go through their recovering process because they actually thought they found a good one. Someone, you know what I'm saying? And that's why it's very to the point, like the fornication aspect of it. You shouldn't really be getting yourself involved in doing these like marital things. Even outside of sex, just like, you know, sleeping in the same bed, doing all types of stuff, because it gets tricky to the point you literally attach yourself to someone who was never even meant to be for you. You feel me? And that's why it's so dangerous. Like, you really gotta like have those boundaries. And the person who's actually for you, they're gonna respect those boundaries.
Right.
Yeah, but I feel like for me, like in the past at least, like, because I've always been a Christian, you know what I mean? But I feel like I never really took that Christian side of me serious enough to be like, let me have God in the middle of this. Right. Yeah. I kind of just had it rushed in a way, you know what I mean? Where I just wanted to find love, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, at the end of the day, bro, I was just protecting my peace, you know what I'm saying? And it's really important to really understand who you call your soulmate, you know what I'm saying? Your best friend, you know what I'm saying? Your girlfriend, whatever the case may be, you know what I mean? But like my question for you is like, you know, growing up in Christ and stuff like that, like, do you feel like God has structured your life to help you find out, you know, okay, yeah, this is somebody that, you know, I kind of want to be with, you know what I mean? Like, talk to me. I don't know if that makes sense or not.
Yes, it does make sense. And you can just stop me if I'm not answering the question.
No, you good.
But I grew up Christian.
Right.
Like, I would go to church. I would do the churchy thing, but I didn't really have a relationship with Christ.
Right. Okay.
And so when it came to relationships, God really changed my heart from, I would just date anyone, even they're not Christian, to I would date a Christian, to me being very specific about what I want in a partner. And you have to be specific about that, because most people claim to be Christian and they out here doing non-Christian activities.
Because Christian stands for that's the example, is to live Christ-like, to live for the Lord. So if you're Christian but you don't feel comfortable saying Jesus, that's something that we got to talk about. That's something that you got to talk about God with. But I think you're absolutely right, is being specific. And that's not having your list. That's not having your ideal person.
You can have a list, but the list should reflect what the Bible says you should need in a partner.
Okay, most definitely. Because I feel like a lot of people be like, I want a God-fearing man. I want a God-fearing woman. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
but it's like they don't really fit. Right. Exactly. They don't fit those requirements for themselves, bro. Yeah, they kind of want it because they like the idea.
Right. Yeah.
Come on now, talk.
For sure. For sure. Don't get me wrong, because like, bro, but like even to the point with women, and it was crazy because I've always had like that's why I love God, because I've always been myself. But I've never been in a space where I could be myself until I got older to understand that I have to create that space for myself.
Ooh,
so it's like to the point where like, don't get me wrong, I was doing, ungodly things at a point, but I never truly like wanted to be like, go out to every single girl and do this and that because I just wanted to be that one girl. I wanted to really, you know what I'm saying?
Do men have, y'all have that desire?
What? Yeah.
One woman?
Yeah. No, here's the thing, men, bro. Okay, look. Okay, here's the. I'm gonna break it down.
Can you Okay. Let me ask the question first. Let me ask the question first, because I feel in our society, and especially with Gen Z and the way y'all men be moving, it's not really giving. I want to settle down. I want my wifey. Okay. I want a best friend. It's giving. I want my wifey and her and her and her and her.
Okay, right. I'm gonna tell you what it is. Okay, so men and women are both impatient, right? But there's a spectrum. Women are impatient to the point they can't. Women are annoyed. They can't wait, so they'll just settle. You get what I'm saying? They'll do something and settle with it. Men to the point where we're so impatient that once we get what we get, we're not satisfied. So we'll go get something else.
That's facts.
You get what I'm saying? So to the point, if I have a girlfriend, right, and she pissed me off one time, and I don't have the maturity to actually just accept that what comes with a girl, on to the next.
So it's kind of like FOMO?
Fear of missing out? Yeah. To the point. Because it's commitment issues. It's just trust issues. To the point, a lot of men don't trust themselves because they know, bruh, I never been in a relationship. My dad wasn't loyal to my mom. I never had a dad in my life to teach me this is how you treat a woman, etc., etc. To the point, I have a girl. I'm like, bruh, is she really that bad? Is she like, come on?
I feel like that's like a lot of us.
Yeah, it's just insecurity. It's insecurity.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's insecurity. Just like men know, bro. Like to the point, hey, bro, I got a girlfriend. Really, who she is? You show her? Oh, that's her, bro. You feel me?
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
Right. Look, yeah, her exactly. So when you do that, right, that gives you that little butterfly to say, you know what, bro, she not my man don't think that she cute. But when your man co-sign, yo, bro, hold on, bro.
I know, right? Like, bro, I told you.
Hey, look,
I told you.
I know, right? And she got friend, bro. Dang, you feel me? So to the point. But girls, I'll say girls really don't be that insecure about their men. Because why? Because they can choose. They can choose. Men, we go after whatever, and it's like a tryout. We try out.
We can choose.
Yeah, women are sexually and just relationship selective. You can
I feel
select
like y'all women don't just commit just because you just wanted to commit. I feel like it comes with attraction, personality, and who he is as a person.
Not anymore though, because it's a situation. It's a situation now because the sad reality is a lot of women are now thinking like men because they have for a lot of time they were considered losing. So now they think that they're winning, thinking like men. But like I just told you, men are very insecure to the point. A lot of women are doing a lot of men things, and they're losing, and they look dirty.
No, literally, no, that's the thing.
Like they look dirty.
Even hookup culture right now with women going around, like sleeping around with people.
Bro, it's way easier for men these days, bro.
You're not winning. He's getting. You're not even.
Like, bro, I'm
you're not benefiting from this. Like, I'm not attacking feminism. I love feminism. I love y'all.
No, that's not feminism.
No, you're it's not feminism. Hey, please, they're hurt because.
Hey, okay, you're hurting your whole.
They're hurt, and they think doing this, they think acting out like this is going to help them. They think acting like the villain is going to get them somewhere.
I understand the reason. That's not an excuse though.
That's crazy. But I don't know.
You should sympathize.
It takes a lot of maturity,
but she says that, right? We can sympathize, but when men do a lot of things, we never get the benefit of that.
But that's because of the culture.
Exactly. But guess what? Even though it's like if that stigma, men can't make a stigmatization against themselves. You feel me? Mm-hmm. We just live within it to the point women put that on us. Like men put certain things on y'all, and there's more men in the world. Men, quote unquote, run the world, etc., etc. That's why y'all have to conform to those things. Y'all put those standards on us to say, you know what? You're a man. Why are you crying? You're a man. Oh my gosh, you're this, you're that. Because look, you feel me? Even to the point
that came from women or from other men.
So men, it's like men lived up with it, but women like. How to explain it? Women kind of,
reinforce it.
Absolutely,
okay.
Absolutely.
That's
what I'm saying. To the point, because like how I look at it, but with my wife, my family, there's a real world, then there's our world. You feel me? Our house rules are going to be different than how other families look. Like every family, every relationship is different.
Right.
So that's why you focus too much on a different relationship, a different couple, etc., etc. You gonna be comparing me like, yo, that's weird. They don't do that. Wait, hold on, your man don't text you good morning? I don't know, girl.
See, that messes things up, bro. Because it's like you looking at somebody else how they do things, and you're trying to fit in your life. No, literally. Your life's been perfect the way it is. You know, you're trying to fit in.
I agree with that to an extent.
How so?
Because you're saying like the good morning text and stuff, but there are some things that should be happening in a relationship, and if he can't even text you, I think.
But y'all don't say nothing. It
got warped. I think what happened is it got warped, and like society changed into something. It changed from him just texting and checking up on you to him sending a very specific text every morning.
Yeah. No, I agree, but that's the whole thing. If let's say my girl doesn't like good morning text, I don't like good morning text. We don't have to do that.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But externally, if you found out, dang, Danielle don't text you good morning, girl. Let me talk.
But why do you care?
That's the whole thing, because people share too much information. Friends too, they talk too much.
I think it's about sharing too much information. However, I think also you shouldn't let other people have that much power in your relationship. Like, people are always going to talk. People are always going to talk, and they're always going to find out something. You just need to build the defenses to not let that get into your head.
No, I agree. But that's usually though specifically with our friends though. You get what I'm saying? People you actually trust and respect. It's never like, well, if your freaking cousin you haven't talked to in 6 years says something about your boyfriend, you're not gonna care. But if your best friend says something, you're not gonna care, but it's gonna be in your head. And then when he do it again, you're gonna take note of it. And now her thoughts are now becoming your thoughts. To the point, look, to all y'all girls watching, bro, you know what I'm saying? Y'all best friends sure be love experts. None of them been in a relationship. Make it make sense. You trust all your girlfriends' advice about
they use the outside world to kind of help their knowledge,
bro. And look at them; they be the most delusional. You know how many times, bro, I've had to deal with my girl's friends, and literally they're wrong about me, but because it's 4 against 1.
I think that should be taken with a grain of salt. I think that should be taken for a grain of salt, because yes, if homegirl is out here just doing whatever. However, if we're talking to Christians, we're talking about Christian women and Christian friendships, and their advice is going to be backed up by the word of God. So it's not just whatever is just being said. It's
correct.
And God will also use people in your life like that.
I like that.
Thank you.
Okay. I see what she was going with. You know what I'm saying?
But look, even though that's a standard that should be followed, it is not followed. You know what I'm saying?
It isn't.
So you're correct within your relationship, because it is a relationship that's through God. Your relationship automatically is going to be 10 times different than a regular relationship. But you're going to deal with a lot of consistent things that other couples deal with. So it's going to be hard when you're talking to your friends about what's going on in your relationship with your God-fearing man, your God-fearing relationship, when they're not God-fearing. You feel what I'm saying?
But then you should be careful about what you're saying to non-God.
My point exactly. That's why this whole entire thing about your relationship should be your relationship. And when you're single and when you're doing things for yourself and for God, people should not even know about what's going on, because they're not going to already accept or respect what you're doing, because they don't even believe in what you believe in.
So you're talking about telling non-believers.
It's to the point, but let's be real. It's like, there's a lot of non-believers, but people say they're Christian and God-fearing, but if you have
a community, then you're going to be able to tell that those people are believers because of the fruit of the Spirit.
Right. But how many people have a community? Hence the singleness season.
You need a community.
But how many?
If you call yourself a Christian, you can't hang around with people that sell drugs and smoke and drink, all that, right? You have to have a community. So it's like,
correct.
It's like how you said, you know what I'm saying? So what you're telling those people, they can kind of help you understand and build your knowledge based on what you're saying.
No, I agree. But what about the person who doesn't have that?
So then what community are you in?
Get community.
Exactly. Wait, I'm confused.
No, you need community.
No,
you as a Christian.
You need it. But I'm saying if you do not have it.
If you do not have it, find it.
Yeah.
Pray. The Lord is a provider.
Nah, for real.
God will provide. You need a community.
Right, definitely.
You do. Look, I'm not against you saying you don't need a community.
You shouldn't even be you shouldn't be worried about no boyfriend if you don't even have a community.
Right. My point exactly. I'm trying to tell you, this let's be serious, man. We being serious. We be keeping it real.
You know what I'm saying? Voice of the community. Bro.
People's priorities are mixed. You get what I'm saying? To the point they don't know what it is that they truly want, because they're just we're so self-absorbed to the point we feel like we're missing something. That's what I was telling earlier. It's like, if you think you're lost, that's the first mistake, because now you're going to try to find something you don't know what you're looking for. So it's very to understand, like you said, to stand on God's word.
Repeat that again. I'm sorry.
If you feel like you're lost, that's the first mistake, because now that you're lost, you're going to be on a search to find something you have no idea that you're looking for.
Ooh,
you feel what I'm saying?
I'm stealing that.
But you are missing something.
You most definitely are.
You're missing the Lord.
But I just said.
You know what? She just keeps.
But no,
You're lost and you're looking for something. You're looking for Jesus.
No,
His name is Jesus, and he died on the cross for you. His blood washed away your sins.
Look. Here's the thing. I'm agreeing with her, right? Mm-hmm. But if she just wants to say it her way,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But she's right, because you have to reinforce that to the point where it's like a lot of people ask themselves, I'm lost. I don't know what I'm looking for. What is going on? What is going on? Bible it. I tell my man Sarek all the time, Bible it. You can Google it, go Bible it. There's always something. And on the Bible app, literally, whatever it is, girlfriend, pain,
or God
suffering,
questions
something.
or
You literally freaking click it, boom, it's gonna be right there. Like that, you get what I'm saying? But that's so important, like you said, but having your community, having your people, having people who care about you, love you, and everything else. You get what I'm saying? Hey. But like, it's just sad that a lot of people have the knowledge of something, but don't go to the knowledge. You get what I'm saying? But like, that's all about, you can't judge anyone, because sometimes you got to be stupid before you can be smart. You get what I'm saying? It's just how much time do you have to do that? I'm
not gonna lie, like we can have the knowledge, we won't put it into action. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna judge nobody, because I be doing the same thing. I'll talk my talk, but you never see me walk my walk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
But and I think, like you said, it's that community, because they can keep you accountable. They can hold you to it. You get what I'm saying? And also your partner, to the point. If you are doing a lot of things that are not good for you, and your partner's allowing you to do it, leave.
Right.
But people cannot, like I said, people are scared to leave something that's bad for them, because they don't know what's good for them, because how long they've been in something that's bad.
Right.
So that's why it's like, you know what? It's easier to go back to something that's familiar than re-finding something that's actually new and it's good for you, because it's new. It's scary. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. You already know, hey, I can deal with, you know what I'm saying, what Shawty did to me. I already know she already did it. I can just look out, for the mistakes. But trying to find something new, it's like, I don't know. Failing's bad enough, but at least I know I'm gonna fail. What I'm gonna fail at when I'm with her, when I'm with him. You feel me? Right. But actually have to go look for something else, go getting something else, not knowing anything. The unknown is so scary. But like you gotta put your trust in God. You feel me? And understand. You know what? Everything that's gonna happen in my life is already written. So I'm not tripping. You feel me? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like but overall though, you feel me? That's why it's important. You know what I'm saying? To have God in your life, you feel what I'm saying? Not anybody else.
God in the middle of everything, man.
For sure. We're about to close out. My freaking camera just started. But you know what I'm saying, for both of y'all, you know what I'm saying, who are kind of, in a relationship, in that point of building, you know what I'm saying, your team, or having your team, what's something that you would tell others, and something that you would tell yourself prior, you know what I'm saying, before you were taken, when you were single in your single season?
Ooh, go ahead.
I think something I would have told myself I think in my single season, not the one that just ended, but maybe like a year or 2 years ago, I would have said, be picky, girl. Be picky. Stop letting these cut that out. Anyways, but just be very specific and with what you want, and trust the Lord and his timing. You're always gonna regret doing what you want, but you're not gonna regret doing what God wants.
I said what I said. Okay. Hey. I feel like I can 100% relate with you, man. Like it's very amazing to see, that God doesn't give you what you want. He gives you what you need. You know what I mean? So my thing I would tell everybody is be careful, be cautious. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna lie to you, it's an evil world, and you can be in evil relationships and you won't even know it until something bad happens. You feel me? And so my thing is really understand that God has a plan for you. And yeah, like we talked about, you know what I'm saying, we all gonna be single one day, you know what I'm saying? But you have to realize that you're single for a reason. Right. You know what I'm saying? So in that single period, you gotta understand who you are. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand your purpose. And then when the time comes, hey, you're gonna have your little boo thing, you feel me?
No, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
And it's okay if the time doesn't come.
Hey, it's okay, you know what I'm saying?
We're all gonna be single in heaven, so
that's right. Actually,
that makes me sad.
Yeah.
But
it does.
they ain't got no Netflix and cuddles. With the wife. Bro. Lock in, bro. Lock in.
You ain't even got a girlfriend. got a wife.
But see, that's the whole thing, bro. See, I'm saying I'm long term.
But what if God wants you to be single?
You know what I'm saying? Then that's okay. I'm not gonna like it, but I'm gonna deal with it.
I'm not gonna like it. Like, I mean, it is what it
I'm gonna have to
is.
deal with it. Ain't nothing I can do for real. But I mean, I think, but I think, you know, even though I am still single, but in my past mindset, I think it's something that what I'm looking for is out there, but I won't find it until it's there. So I can't look for it. It's just going to show up. You feel me?
Right.
Yes.
I mean, your story's written,
right,
for sure.
So
you're going to run through it.
Absolutely.
You know,
so I think, you know, for me, I think it's understand God's timing, trust God's timing.
Most
you get what I'm saying? And just know that you can be so much better for yourself and your partner during the season right now. You get what I'm saying? So that's why it's very important, you know what I'm saying? And you can't tell yourself you're going to be a great partner in your relationship with your partner. You're not having a good relationship with God already right now.
Amen.
Yeah. So I think that's why. So right now, you know what I'm saying? Be loyal to that Bible. You know what I'm saying? Be loyal to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Trust in God. And all those features you're doing with God, God's going to implement that in your partner that he made for you. You get what I'm saying? So that's why, you know, that's all you can do. That's all you can say. Pray, you know what I'm saying? Stay ready. You feel what I'm saying? But, you know, any last words, Christiane, before we get out of here?
Thanks for having me.
Of course.
I'll see y'all next week.
For sure.
They're laughing, but they're not joking.
Wait, you got so serious.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Nate, anything else?
Hey, man. Just stay in faith. You know what I'm saying? We love y'all. And yeah, thanks for the love, for real.
No, absolutely, man.
Love you too.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, man, for everyone watching, man, I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Stay prayed up, stay blessed up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I hope, you know what I'm saying, with school coming back, I hope everybody's locked in, focused, and, you know, just know that throughout the rough times, it's just a season. You know what I'm saying? It's happening for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. Y'all be safe. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
God loves you.
Okay, I do love you. But most importantly, also outside of God love you. You know what I'm saying? Just know that. Let's be serious. Yeah, we catch y'all. We out.
Like, comment, subscribe. Get you talking.